I've been using my little red transistor radio that was in my emergency kit, and it's been great because after the first 2 nights, NPR came on strong. We are getting updates at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. from the government agencies, and it's good to know what's going on, and it is now coming in very clear on my little radio, so I'm thrilled with that. And I did learn today that FEMA is here. Finally, FEMA is here, yay. And the head of FEMA is here. The destruction is immense. I got a glimpse of it today on a ABC News broadcast that someone was watching, and I got to see what the rest of the country is looking at, and I had never seen any of that video before of what Asheville looks like and the area around us, and it was horrifying. Anyway, we went to pick up our hot boxed lunch at our assigned time over at the community center, and brought it home and ate it. I listened to the 4 p.m. update, and then at 4:20, the power came on. I was hooping and hollering. I couldn't believe it, and then I thought maybe it's a joke and they're just testing it. But no, the power came on, and it is still on. You can see the lights behind me. We have power. Unfortunately, we do not have cell phone service. We do not have Wi-Fi, so therefore there is no television and no communication yet. But I heard from a friend when I was over at the community center that on the 3rd floor of her apartment building, right by the elevator, you could get cell service. So we went over late this afternoon, and sure enough, I got cell service, 4 bars. I was thrilled. I immediately called my sister who lives up in New York State. We had a long talk, and she was so happy to hear from me, and I know she'll spread the word among family members about everything I told her. And then I looked at my texts, because I can get texts, and there were a few texts that I answered, and it was really good to be able to communicate. But now I'm back home, and that ability is no longer available. There's still no water coming out of the faucets. They are coming around with a truck to the cottages or the homes where we live, and they are bringing buckets of water to flush the toilets. However, I don't need it because I have a bathtub full of water, and I'm using that. We were also issued at the community center 3 bottles of water each, and I found some more bottles around the house. I have quite a collection of bottled water, and that is comforting. Now, as I was walking around the apartment building, someone told me, and this is one of the floor captains that have been appointed, told me that they were told that garbage will be picked up in the cottages. That's where we live. They're called cottages, they're houses. That garbage will be picked up tomorrow. Well, this is quite exciting because we have not been allowed to put our garbage out, and we were told to keep all of our decaying food in the refrigerators. We heard that there's going to be garbage pickup tomorrow, so I'm cleaning out the refrigerator. We can't eat anything that's been in here for 4 days without power, so it's really sad to throw out all this perfectly good food, but so be it. I'm doing it. I'm just grateful that the power is on. And now I have an empty refrigerator, and I have power, and the refrigerator is on, but I have absolutely no food. I'm also low on gas in my car, so that's why I'm walking everywhere here and not driving. I have that little section of empty. I have that section, I'm thinking maybe 30 miles. Well, our grocery store is only about a mile away, maybe 2, and I'm planning on going there tomorrow, and I'm going to need everything to put in that refrigerator because we have nothing to eat except the tiny little meal that we got at 1 o'clock, and that meal was, I think it was beef burgundy or beef stroke. It was pieces of beef, a scoop of rice and some green beans and an apple or pear. I mean, that's not a lot of food for the whole day, and there's not a lot of snacks and things to eat around here. I'm thinking of opening, if I have one, a can of soup, because now I can heat it on the stove. So that's what's happening here on day 4.